Botswana endeavours to be Africa's shining example of economic prosperity in the foreseeable future, where the goal is to be high income status. This would require a lot of investment into policy, infrastructure, but most importantly, human capital. The latter has prompted government to initiate the Mindset Change campaign, geared at driving transformation and fostering a collective shift in attitudes and perspectives. This is in recognizing that this shift is crucial in bringing citizens to rally behind a vision of shared principles that is believed will bring back the values of Botlhaka, Bofefo, Botswerere, Botho and Bonatla into the national development framework as pillars of high-performance culture. On this backdrop, government implored the private sector to help, calling on all those who can to do so. One of the first to heed this call are the First National Bank of Botswana through their Shared Prosperity Initiative, where the bank bids to help build a nation that is high-performing through sharing that profit with the communities within which they operate. To further illuminate, here is the bank's CEO, Stephen Bogatsu.
This is an evolving concept around shared prosperity. So if you go back a couple of years, most organizations have a CSI division or a CSI arm to their business. Now what CSI does is the bank, in the case of FNB, the bank contributes 1% of its profit after tax to an arm called the FNB Foundation. Now the FNB Foundation receives all kinds of applications and assesses them based on what the objectives of the foundation are, who the foundation is targeting to assist and to partner with. So that is the foundation. So every year the bank contributes that 1%, and the foundation with its trustees, independent trustees, takes a decision on the applications that they have been receiving, depending on which ones are more impactful, etc. So that is the traditional way of looking at how you impact the community. Shared prosperity is a concept that says, amongst other things, what are you doing outside of CSI to make sure that you are taking your community with you as you prosper, as you do business. So whereas the foundation is 1% of your profits, so the maximum that you can really impact is 1% of your profit. Shared value, in our case, looks at number one, from your procurement perspective, we have a procurement bill of about 1.4 billion. Now, if you remove expenses relating to staff costs, that's about 700 million. So out of this 700 million, what can you do to impact the community that you live in? And the decision that we took is to say as much of our procurement as possible has to be directed towards Botswana companies. And Botswana companies run by Young Botswana as well as women in particular. So these are the two groups that we have identified as deserving of this benefit around shared prosperity. And the reason for us is very simple. You have many young Botswana who graduated from tertiary institutions who are unemployed. They are trying to run their own businesses and they need to be supported by established organizations in order for them to grow and make an impact in our society. It's our responsibility to actually do that, because if you leave these young people in the streets, The unfortunate thing is all kinds of social ills start developing that are going to impact all of us.
Join us again next time when we delve more into what these initiatives are. Until then, have yourselves a pleasant evening. Good night. This program was brought to you in association with First National Bank of Botswana.